Morning, guys. What's up? It is Saturday, the 21st of August, and I'm coming to you from a small town in northern KZN called Wakkerstroom. And if you haven't heard about this town, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a really tiny town that I also didn't hear about until a few months back when my friend Jayesh suggested we stop by here on the way back from Giant's Castle to do some birding. The town is actually quite famous for the birding to be had around the small main street and in the farmlands surrounding the town. Um, it literally has one tar road. I don't think there's even any traffic lights or anything like that. It's a few stop signs, so a few busy intersections, and you're through the town. Um, I think the closest big town would be Volksrust, which had some infamy when I was growing up, because my uncle used to drive up to Volksrust and he would always tell us about how cold it was, and it was snowing in Volksrust. And I think the next biggest town is Newcastle. So for us to drive here from Johannesburg would be about 3 hours, but we came via our Giants Castle trip, which we did last week, and we arrived on Thursday afternoon. It took us about 4 hours getting across from Giants Castle to the accommodation we're staying at. The accommodation we're staying at is called Semi Sut, which is almost as you enter the town. It's one of the first roads that you come off the main road from. And yeah, it being a small town, it's literally a block to all the restaurants and everything around the town. The town is famous for the birding to be had around here, mainly because of two lark species that are almost endemic to the region. So the Botha's lark and the Rad's lark are found in literally a very small area surrounding the town, and it attracts people not only from South Africa who don't have these two larks on their list, but from all over the world, and is internationally known. So the fact that I didn't know about it was not only quite surprising, but I think also spoke to how seriously I take my birding, and I want to start taking my birding more seriously. So I think it's good that I've heard about it and I've come through. Yesterday we went out with a guide that we hired from the BirdLife SA website. I think JS did the bookings, so you hire the guide through them. There's a few accredited guides in the town, but one employed by BirdLife itself. So we went out with him, Lucky, or as one of the restaurant owners called him, Larky, because of his ability to actually find these larks that everyone comes here looking for. It is still winter, so it's still very dry and cold. So we went looking for the two larks that the area is famous for in two different areas, two different sort of pan areas, grass areas. And unfortunately, we did not see them. We did, however, see a total of, I think, 74 species while out driving yesterday. We got 72 with Lucky himself, and then Jayesh and I drove past the big pan outside of town, and we got two additional species by ourselves. So I think it was really a good day of birding in the surrounds of the town. I got between 10 and 12 new species. I just need to double check my lifer list. So I'm already gone past about 370 now. I started this trip with 361 a couple of weeks back. And I've added, I think, a few almost near endemic species. I think the two highlights for me were the Denham's bustard, which is an extremely pretty large bird, a little bit smaller than the Corrie bustard, but still quite sizable, and it's got beautiful coloration. And then we saw a white-bellied bustard, which I think only occurs, in a very small area around Wakkerstroom, and I think you know Volksrust and Newcastle. So northern KZN, and it's I think a quite pretty bird as well. We saw a male that was running around in the field, and apparently they occur with two males and a female normally. We didn't see the other male and the female. The guy that we had, Lucky, was extremely knowledgeable, and he actually knew all the birds that occur in the area. He knew where to find them, where to look for specific bird species, and I think he could identify bird species by their calls, and actually gave us some additional information on their behavior, and how to spot them whenever we came across an area that he knew would be more likely to produce some rare birds. He would tell us slow down, what to look for, and while we driving around in our cars mostly, we did also get out and walk around in the fields a little bit. So that was really good as well. I think it would be good to come back in the summertime, because the grass is longer, the pans have more water, the wetland is more full with water as well, and the species that we could get, I think, would be more numerous. I think the two endemic species that are here, the lark and the Botha's lark, could also be easier to get to, because apparently you can in the summer call them out. So Lucky knows how to do their calls and call them out. And there's other species that wouldn't normally be here in the winter that we could sight as well. I think one of the rare ones being the bush blackcap, which I would probably love to get as well. So yeah, a good trip. We spent 2 nights here, one day doing the full guided tour, and then we explored on Thursday afternoon, and we're going to do some exploring this morning as well. We're just going to catch breakfast first and then get out. I think just a few things to note if you are coming through. The town itself is really small, like I mentioned. So if you need any groceries that you think will be hard to find, you have to get them before you come in. There are a few restaurants, there's a few pubs as well. So the town is well serviced from that point of view. We're just going out to a bakery this morning. Yesterday we ate at a place called Time Out, and that was really good as well, the lunch. I had a chicken prego sandwich and chips, which was excellent. And then we've also eaten at the Wakkerstroom Hotel, which has a pub and a restaurant that does pizzas and a whole lot of lamb dishes, some burgers as well. Quite an extensive menu. And then last night we ate at the Red Rooster, which is also on the main road, and we had pizza and a beautiful cheesecake that I had, and Jayesh had the chocolate brownies. So yeah, a really good trip all in all. We'll be back. We'll hopefully get more species when I am back, but definitely one that flies under the radar for most part. And if you are a birder and you are interested in coming through, you should really do it. It's one that you need to visit and check the birds that actually occur here. So yeah, until the next one, we're signing out.